There is an urgent need for humanitarian aid in Gaza. So far, the death toll is more than 1,200, including nearly 300 children. Pictures broadcast around the world prompted the UK's Disaster Emergency Committee, an organisation which brings together 13 of the UK's biggest charities, including the Red Cross and Oxfam, to broadcast an appeal for donations. But the BBC has refused to cooperate, breaking a 46-year-old agreement. The chief executive of the emergency committee says he's very disappointed, as the money raised would help those who need it most in Gaza.
It's knowing that we won't be able to help those people that we've been seeing suffering the consequences of the conflict both in Gaza and in southern Israel. We know what there has to be done, and I think it means we won't be able to do as much as we would normally be able to do.
Many children are severely malnourished and they need our help.
Previous calls for donations, like this one, broadcast last year and now available on the emergency organisation's website, have raised tens of millions of dollars for the UK's most popular charities.
Affected by the conflict.
In a statement, the BBC said the decision was made because of question marks about the delivery of aid in a volatile situation, and also to avoid any risk of compromising public confidence in the BBC's impartiality in the context of an ongoing news story. The decision by the BBC has angered many British Muslims, who now say they'll campaign to get the appeal broadcast.
What the BBC have got seriously mixed up when they talk about impartiality is airtime and politics. They have now begun playing politics with human lives and human suffering, and that's not what the BBC ought to be doing. When they talk about impartiality, it's to allow equal airtime and equal statements from both sides. Now we're talking about children dying.
The urgent need for aid in Gaza is obvious to most. What the appeal organisers now can't understand is why the UK broadcasters won't let that message get through to a previously generous British public. Fergal, Parkinson, Al Jazeera, London.